So, if you have come to the end of a relationship, how do you recognize that what you had was true love or it was an unhealthy attachment? Here's how can you tell. The first thing is that true love does not feel like an addition. This means that if you love someone and this person loves you back, and the two of you decided for good reasons that you no longer want to be together, you are capable of letting him go, and he's capable of letting you go. This means that there is no addiction element here. If it feels like an addiction, if it feels like it's so hard to let him go, if you feel like always reaching out, if you feel like being depends on this person's presence in your life and that you can only feel validated and accepted and loved when he is in your life, then chances are this is an unhealthy attachment. The other thing, which is actually more important, is that love creates a good state in you. This means that if you were in a truly loving relationship, this means that your well-being was cared for, you were seen, you were supported, you felt safe, that your presence in that relationship added to your life. It made your life much better. It made you a better person. But unhealthy attachment is the opposite of this. Unhealthy attachment creates anxiety in our bodies. This affects our well-being. It affects our health negatively. You were constantly feeling that you were either chasing love or that you had to work hard for it, you had to earn it, which created all of this heaviness in your body as well as in your heart. You were not supported, you felt attacked, you felt criticized, you felt demeaned. Your feelings and your perceptions were not accepted or validated. You questioned your very being. You questioned your self-worth. Every other aspect of your life was negatively affected because of this relationship in your life. This means that even in your work, you were not able to concentrate. You were not able to be productive and happily giving to the things that really mattered in your life. This means that you were not able to show up as your best self. You were not able to be a good sister, a good aunt, a good friend, because of how this relationship negatively affects your well-being. It is also another thing that you felt ashamed of so many things that were going in this relationship that you were unable to admit to even the people who are closest to you in your life. This could be all forms of verbal or even physical abuse. Healthy attachment makes you feel that you are afraid of this person leaving you because you feel abandoned, you feel rejected, you feel not enough. You constantly worked hard because you tried to fix the relationship and keep it going. You felt that this was your own responsibility. Even though he was not on the same page with you, you were not able to express your needs. You tried to avoid conflicts by all means because you wanted to keep the peace of the relationship going. And even now, after the relationship ended, you think that, well, the relationship ended because there was something wrong with you, that you did not work hard enough, that you were not a lovable person. One thing I wish I knew sooner than later is how to recognize these patterns. How can you tell and differentiate love from unhealthy attachment? This might seem so basic, and yet so many of us miss this, and we fall into the trap of thinking that what we have is actually love, when what we have is the opposite of that. We think that all relationships are difficult, nobody's happy, conflicts are normal, fights are part of the relationship, whereas in reality, so many of these things are signs and elements of unhealthy attachment. So if you are in this place, please recognize this. This is only a pattern. It's not who you are, and patterns can be broken just like they were created. So let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in our next video. Bye for now.